Hey, what is up everybody? Wyatt here, and today we're going to be making New York style cheesecake. Now, cheesecake is a delicious dessert. It's creamy, it's tangy, and most of all, it's sweet. With a sweet graham cracker crust and a just amazing cream cheese filling, it's the perfect dessert for any night. However, it does take a while to make, so today I'm going to be showing you a very good recipe for New York style cheesecake. So we're going to start with our graham cracker crust, and for that we're going to add our sugar and some melted butter, right? And you're just going to mix that until it's combined. This shouldn't take long because, yeah, that's already done. So here we have some graham crackers. I'm using graham cracker crumbs, or graham cracker crumbs. But you can also use graham crackers, put them in a Ziploc bag and hit them with a rolling pin or put them in a food processor. That works perfectly fine. And for this recipe, you would use about 10 graham crackers. So, in here we're just gonna add our graham crackers. And we're just gonna mix this together. The reason we added the butter and the sugar is to add a bit of sweetness to it. And the sugar adds a bit of sweetness to it, and then the butter helps with the texture that allows us to pack it down in the bottom of our pan, which is good, or else it would just be kind of very dry. We don't want that. I'm just gonna mix this together, and I'll see you when that's done. Okay, so now we're gonna once that is done, we're gonna set that aside. We're just gonna move these dishes out of the way. And now to our next step. So, for this next step, I need my pan. It's over here. Pan, voila. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put parchment paper at the bottom, or we could also grease it with butter. Or you can also do both. You can grease it with butter and then put parchment paper, so the parchment paper will stick. But I think we're just gonna grease it with butter. Let me grab some butter. So I just like to get a chunk of butter, and then I like to hold it with my paper towel like this, and then just spread this all over the bottom and just up on the sides of your pan, because this lubricating your pan or greasing your pan is what allows the pan to it's what allows you to get your cheesecake out nice and easy, and it will also help you with getting your cheesecake out nice and easy. Yeah. Okay, so once you've got that nicely greased, we're just gonna throw out the paper towel. Lunch was faster. Did you guys see that? Alright, so now that that's nice and done, we're gonna take a graham cracker crust and pour it into our pan. You don't wanna miss any of that really good graham cracker crust, because I like the filling, but it's so good. The graham cracker crust is so good. It's such a big part. Trick I like to use is to use a mug or a cup. Normally I would use a cup, but they were all dirty. So you just take this, and this really helps with flattening it out. It really helps with flattening out your graham cracker crust. So if here you can see it, if you use it, you can just use it to get those nice flat surfaces. Or if you don't want to use that, you can use a spatula, and you can just try to push it down. Or if you don't want to use that, you can go with the good old method of using your hands. And with this, you just kind of push it all around until you think it's nice and even. But make sure every spot does have a good layer of graham crackers, and try to make it as even as you can. Okay, so now that this is all nice and even, we're going to preheat our oven to 375 degrees, which you should have actually done before you started doing this, but I forgot to. So let me do that now. always remember to take out the pans before you preheat your oven, just because you don't want hot pans in your oven while you're trying to bake something.
Most people don't store their pans in their oven like we do.
Whatever. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna clean up the mess I made and I'll see you when my oven's preheated. Okay, I have to make dinner. Or well, I guess we're making dinner. We've got soup on the stove. I'm making some homemade biscuits. Definitely homemade, it's fine. So I'm gonna take a little break. I have my, what's it called? My graham cracker crust baking in the oven. Actually turns out you put it at 350, not 375. So if you're following along, sorry. Yeah, so I'm making my homemade biscuits right now. And I am back from dinner. I baked my graham cracker crust here and it's cooling on the counter. So today we're not making normal cheesecake filling. I actually have a vanilla bean that I got for Christmas that we're gonna be putting in our mixture. So if you don't have a vanilla bean, you can use vanilla extract or pure vanilla extract. Pure vanilla extract would be better. You can use 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract or a tablespoon of just artificial. And if you're using a vanilla bean, just slice it open, take out the seeds, and put them in a bowl. Alright, so for this, we're just gonna slice it open. Alright, and then we're just gonna try to scoop out. So take the dull side of your knife, just open this guy up a little bit more. Dull side of my knife, and we're just gonna scrape out some vanilla seeds. You guys see that? Look at that. Vanilla seeds! Yay! Okay, let's take these, put them in a bowl. And we're just gonna repeat this process until we have all of our vanilla seeds. This bowl is way too big for vanilla seeds. Okay, so obviously that's not all of our vanilla beans, but I can't get the rest out, so my mom's gonna do that while I do the rest of this, because if I scrape that out, it could take a little bit. So, take our cream cheese, put it in the bowl. I need the mixture, I need the paddle, don't I? Take a paddle, put it in here, lock it in. All right, we'll start by adding our cream cheese. Oh. Spatula. We'll just pound that down. Oh. Sugar. Raise it up and mix. Took me a while to stop it. I'm used to it being on this side. Okay, so now that our butter and cream cheese are pretty creamed together, we'll add in our sour cream.
You're looking at me like I know.
Bloop. I managed to get a lot more vanilla seeds out. Lucky for us. Okay, so we're gonna mix in, I think I actually have lemon juice. Lemon juice is optional, but it's definitely recommended. It just adds a bit of tang and acidic flavor. You don't really want acidic flavor, but it just kind of helps tie everything together. Oh, I'm so tired. Okay. that's done, we're gonna add in our vanilla seeds or vanilla beans. If you are using this, be very careful while adding them because you don't want to miss a single one. You want every single one to get into this mixture. Okay, that's what it gets me. And mix again. Here, if you can see that, I'm not really sure how well you can see that, so I'm just gonna chunk on my spatula. You can see the vanilla seeds in there. You can see like all the little black specks. Those are all of our little vanilla seeds. So we'll just scrape this off. Okay. Now you add no eggs, one at a time. Okay. So this looks a lot smoother now and a lot creamier. So I think we're ready to bake this guy. Okay, now into the pan. Oh, this is satisfying. Okay, it's pretty good. Now we try to just spread this out. It's supposed to be like perfectly fits this pan. Okay. I just ruined that. Now it's time to bake it. Okay, so here I have my cheesecake, and I have a big cake pan all around it that I set it in the cake pan, and this is used to put a water bath around the thing. And the kettle just popped, so I'm going to take that boiling water and place it on the cheesecake. Basically what the water bath does is it helps the cheesecake not crack while it's baking, and it allows the cheesecake to get very moist. Such a gross word, moist. Don't like the word. Okay, so you can put it in the oven, and then, oh my gosh, so bugging up because of the steam. That's hot. So you can take it and put it in the oven and then pour in the water, but I'm going to be pouring in the water and then putting it in the oven. I'm actually gonna have my mom put it in the oven because that's very hot, and if I do it, I'm gonna spill my cheesecake, wreck my floor, and burn myself terribly. I'm have her do it. Okay, I've got an absurd amount of dishes to wash. Alright, so cheesecake has been in the oven for quite a while, so let's open it up and give it a check. Oh, it smells really good. As you can see, it's not actually browning at all, so I don't think I do need to do the aluminum foil tent, which is good. Alright, that's that. Alrighty, so my timer just went off. Oh, it's going off some more. Chill out. Turn off our oven, turn off our timer. Let's open this up and let's take a look. Wow, you can see that nice browning on top, which is good. That's what we wanted. But remember, we don't want too much browning. So I'm just gonna leave this open and let it sit for an hour. And I'll see you in an hour. Alright, so it's been resting in the oven for an hour after it's been cooked. So we'll just take it out. Wow, it looks so good. We'll just put it right there. Close up the oven. So I'm just gonna let this sit at room temperature for about one more hour, and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge for 4 hours, or I'm gonna actually put it in overnight. And then tomorrow, I will eat it, do the taste test, and yeah. Bye. Alrighty, so I've cut through my cheesecake here. As you can see that nice colored topping. And then we can see that nice graham cracker crust. And then you can see that nice light filling there. Alright, let's give it a try. So make sure to get a bite with all three of those parts, with the nice brown top, the graham cracker crust, and the white cream cheese filling. Let's try it. That's really good. The graham cracker crust is sweet, buttery. It pairs perfectly with the tangy, sweet filling. And the vanilla bean. You can taste the vanilla bean, and it's so good. Those flavors are just bursting, and it's absolutely delicious. I definitely recommend making this recipe. Thank you for watching this video. See you guys next time.